everybody? Just checking things looking good. Yes. Oh, okay. So we are... Oh, it's just me and Ace. I'm showing 0, but hello Ace. Good morning, friend. Everything looks good, so I'm just going to swap over here to performance mode and we can start. Okay. So then, I was going to build a huge tree today. That's what I was going to do. So that's... Hey, no worries, friend. There's no commitment requirement whatsoever. So, hello. How are you this evening, I suppose? Apart from sleepy. I was going to, as I say, build a giant tree here, and I'm going to do so using a few tools, but I'm going to start by making this a bit more shapely. So, I'm going to use my favourite brush here, the lift brush. Oh, you know how it be, Ace. Make some big wood. Okay, well this is going to be a bit slow, so let's just increase the size a little bit. And I'm going to keep this as... I mean, I only placed this here really as a placeholder, this cylinder, but since it's here, and it's been here the whole time, I feel like I can make some use of it. So I'm going to try blend it in a little bit, and then go for a big tree. I'm just going to take the edges off here and do my old trick. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Oh, really? It's only Tuesday. Well, I hope it'll get better. To be honest, my week so far, my Monday was not great. I wasn't feeling very well, so it's been nice to feel a bit better today. I'm feeling a little bit better this morning, a little bit more awake and active. I don't know if I was sick or whether we've had such lovely weather. I don't know whether somebody was suggesting maybe my body has adjusted to all the vitamin D, and now that our lovely weather is gone, I'm feeling a bit sad. It's Wednesday. It may be Wednesday where you are, but my Tuesday is barely getting started, friend. Well, the moon is a long way up, so this is going to be an extremely big tree to do that. Alright, so I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I'm going to use I'm going to go for a rock brush here. Yeah, rocks. Haha, rocks. Lol, 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 lol. Very funny. BR rock stone, maybe 8, 90. And I really should do this because it's kind of lazy for me to not kind of have the terrain built up around these areas. So just going to build this all the way up just so that we have at least something to base this on. Oh, it would be really cool actually if this was kind of on the edge of the sea, wouldn't it? But maybe that's wrong for a giant tree. Maybe the giant tree shouldn't be on the edge of the sea. This tree is going to be much bigger, by the way, than any tree I've built before. So I'm going to be, don't you worry, I will be extremely bored with it. I hate building large trees, but, oh, this is kind of cool actually, this kind of cliff edge effect. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to take a splatter ball. And splatter ball is a nice brush because it can be used to add random noise back into a build. Oh, this is the wrong splatter ball. I want to add stuff, not take stuff away. Although that's a technique I've never used. Maybe I should give that a go at some point. He's usually around, although recently he seems to have been coming less and less, but I don't blame him. I mean, it's up to people to choose whatever they want to do. I've had a number of kind of long-term viewers who got, I guess they found something else that tickled their fancy a little bit more, which is it's sad, but it's part of life, I guess. I mean, we're always we always meet new people, and then we can't necessarily keep in contact with everybody, so it's a bit of a shame. Well, I'm trying not to be boring. I feel like that's when I'm failing, is when I'm being actually boring. I think there's a fine line between boring and chill. And I mean, a lot of it is mindset. Something that can be chill can also be boring if you're in the wrong mindset, and vice versa. You know, I imagine if you've been having a sorry, excuse me, a hectic day at your customer service job, for example, something that you might find boring, something that you might find quite chill, might be boring to somebody who spent their day, I don't know, watching the telly. So I think horses for courses, always. I have actually, in order to, because sometimes I'm struggling to come up with ideas, I have actually got a list of things I can talk about should I not have anything to talk about, so maybe we can keep this a little bit more interesting. I'm thinking I might buy a book actually on podcasting, because I feel like I'm basically doing a podcast here, because it's not like a big two-way exchange between me and the game here. So it's not like I have a whole lot of stuff to react to what I'm looking at. I'm looking for a smooth brush here. Blend ball. I'm going to use the blend ball here. Oh, that's cool. I would show you I actually have one that I've been working on. They're very fun, really good. It's very good for what's going on here. Oh, I should set the size wrong. It's very good for, I think, calming the mind and bringing you into the present. Which, I mean, those are buzzwords nowadays, but the reason they're buzzwords is because of their value. I mean, mindfulness is not a new fad. I mean, it is a new fad, but it's had value since long before then. In fact, it's a thousands of years old tradition in the form of Buddhism and previous to that, Hinduism. These ancient peoples understood the significance of mindfulness and being in the present, and I think this colouring book, we have a kind of a colouring book thing, or we did, I don't know if it's still around, but it's kind of a little bit of a craze. But it was also alongside yoga was becoming quite popular. I think it still remains popular. Oh, this is so great. Look, we just add so much detail using this technique. Just turn a flat surface into like a lovely looking cliff. It's nice. I have a book called Animorphia, and I think, strictly speaking, it is like copyrighted, so I can't really show it. But that is a beautiful colouring book. It has, I find sometimes you want to colour a big thing, or you want to colour small, like doodles. And this book has both, so it has Mythomorphia. Oh! Wait, so that's probably made by the same people then, maybe, as Animorphia. It's a big character that dissolves into lots of little doodles, is it? Excuse me. Okay, so it's looking quite good. I'm going to use a gravity brush down here real quick, and then we're going to get started on the actual building of a large tree. I think I might try using the rock brush actually when building. So I'm just going to do a BR gravity. Let's just keep it small. I'm just going to use this just to... Sorry, I have a little bit of a tickly cough and I don't want to cough into the microphone. What's going on here? Do my bidding. Okay. Yes. And we'll bring this over here as well. And with a little bit of care, we can kind of get rid of some of this weird overhanging rock stuff. I think we'll be okay at this point. It is, I'd say, a big book of it's animals that dissolve into. So the one side is say a big tiger's head, quite detailed, and then on the other side might be lots of smaller little doodles, so little cartoon characters or smaller animals, plants, that kind of. Anyway, time to start a very large tree. So I'm not going to make a very big plan here, I'm just going to go with it. So we got, I think it's a 17, what is it, 13 maybe? Let's find out. So I want jungle wood, but with no bark, with, well, the jungle wood bark block, so it's not that one. And it's not that one, which means it must be this one. Yes, there we go. So it's jungle wood only, except actually, rather than this, I'm going to use the rock. I'm going to do size 5, and we'll do 90 in the way of smoothness. Oh, this is going to look great, I already know it. So let's just kind of plonk these around and use them perhaps to... Whoa. So we're going to have to be... We are basically using... going to be using random generation here. So it's going to take a few hits for some of these. But, I mean, boom. There you go. How about that for a root right away? But let's bring it down. Yeah, I really find time to use it these days to colour, which is a shame. But between my, wow, it's so chunky. I think it can live though. All right, let's make a slightly smaller one. And we'll go in here. Yes. Here, and we'll bring it down to here, and now we're on to like quite small level, so just gonna kind of spread these roots out a little bit. We can get one there. Oops, not like that, we can't. Not like that either, don't like that. What about that? Yeah, that looks good. We'll bring it out over here too. Okay, I'm gonna have a quick look here. I've got an idea what I can discuss. So here's a suggestion. Ideas / practices that have become obsolete. So when I first started Minecraft, in fact the evolution of Minecraft building is quite an interesting topic actually. there's so much to discuss actually. So when Minecraft first existed, it was there were no tools whatsoever. It was just hand build, and there were some people doing some rather large constructions. I mean, I remember some of the first kind of most interesting. That's not fair, but some of the very interesting structures that were built way back when. I seem to remember some people were building Starship Enterprise and also Battlestar Galactica, and they were doing so by hand, which I'm sure, as you can imagine, absolutely nutty. Not really an art project, more of an exercise in not time wasting, but masochism, I suppose, more than anything. Yes, I think masochism might be the right word to describe trying to build, you know, a mega structure by hand. And I know I've done it, but my structures were very small by comparison with some of these early, you know, the early builds that kind of made it into kind of the mainstream news. It really helped popularize Minecraft, actually. That was before there were really any tools. And then I think the next major kind of development for Minecraft tools was World Edit. Yes, exactly. So I mean, that was the techniques. The techniques were similar to what I was using. Actually, to be fair, I've just absolutely slammed those people. But well, my structures were much smaller than theirs. But yes, so I think the next thing was MC Edit was invented, and that really changed the game a lot. Suddenly. Let's see what we've got here. This is not looking quite right, but maybe we can make it look good. So yeah, MC Edit is a third-party editor, very powerful, no longer functional as far as I understand it. Has decayed into what's the word? Non-maintained state. The big shame, because we no longer have that third-party editor now, which we kind of needed actually, community. But MC Edit, very useful. Many useful tools. Mostly copy-pastes. That was the main thing. But around the same time, maybe shortly after. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. I will be kind of hoping to refine these guys later, so I will definitely be considering. I think I know what you mean, kind of coming out and then looping back in, and I would definitely be thinking about trying that kind of. Just going to kind of make this rough shape so I can get inspired, as it were, because I don't know what shape we're going to make here yet. And this is my first time ever actually working with rocks to actually create something directly, using the rocks as inspiration, as it were. So I don't know whether this is going to work or whether it's going to look like a pile of rocks. So I just want to kind of build up and have a go at getting an interesting shape at this point. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't have to be a super realistic tree. It can be a fantastic tree. It's so large that it is fantastic anyway by design. Yes, so after we had MC Edit, we got World Edit. Now World Edit was, I want to say, revolutionary. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't super into the creative community at this point. But World Edit, it was gigantic. I mean, that's what I'm using today, but I mean, back in those days, this would be about, I don't know, I don't want to say, maybe 2014 kind of time? Maybe earlier than that, in fact, 2013 maybe. It's fairly early on anyway, in Minecraft history. What are we getting here? Are we getting all shapes, or are we getting essentially rocks? I think it's going to need a lot more refinement, but I think the basic shape is a cool idea. Alright, so I'm actually going to make this rock way bigger now. So let's go for like a size freaking 8 maybe. A huge rock. And MC World Edit could do things like, well, what you can see here, but it could do mostly, its main functions were things like filling and copy pasting. That was mostly what it would do, actually. That's pretty much everything it could do. Filling areas and copy pasting. Making spheres, I think. Alrighty. Boom. Frickin' A. I mean, I know it's still got a lot more work to do, but I mean, wow, that's easy to get to this stage. Very nice. So let's make this. How are we gonna do this? Let's keep building. I'm gonna try and get some shapes that I want. In fact, let's see if there's if I give the info brush, if the rock the info command, we can see amplitude. I don't know what frequency means. Let's try 100, 199. Oops. See what happens. That was weird. Oh. See, it was a small brush. Oh no. Goodness me, I nearly placed a level, a 100 size rock there. Good. Would have been a mistake. I'm trying to test out what this frequency does. Oh gosh. I think I know what it does. I think those are the frequency of the irregularities and the size of them. Let's put these back to how they were anyway. And what's that done? It's too big. I don't know why I'm using such a big brush. I need to be using a small brush. Oh, that's nice. Yes, so I'm getting an idea we can have kind of that classic kind of cartoonish tree kind of look, I think. Yes. I'm not sure what the technical term would be, like quite a warped, I mean an oak tree might be what you're thinking of, that's kind of what I'm imagining. A kind of warped, kind of old tree. Yeah, bonsai trees are really beautiful things. I used to have a bonsai tree. He died, unfortunately. It was a sad time. Rest in peace, Oscar. That's what he was called, Oscar. Okay, so I think we need to maybe bring some branch out here. So we're just going to try and get the right kind of shape. Yes, it's cool. Alrighty, so I'm going to go right the way down to size 3 now. And try and get the kind of the final touches on here. I cheated. I bought a pre-grown one. He was already 7 years old when I bought him, and he survived for. I don't even think he made it 1 year after I bought it. So, whoops. Well, you live and learn. I recently actually tried to sprout some Japanese maple. Hello. Yeah, I tried to sprout some Japanese maple, red leaf ones from seeds, and none of them germinated at all. So I clearly did something quite badly wrong. So, yes, this is going to work. I have a secret cunning plan for putting the top on this tree, actually. Where did I get to on my history lesson I was giving? MC Edit, World Edit, yeah. I could turn myself up slightly, shall I? Let me do that. Oh, I'll turn the desktop down slightly, maybe. Ooh. I can't actually turn myself up very easily, so I turn the desktop down slightly. I am building a very large tree right now, as part of this much larger build. This is a full landscape all the way around. We just can't see it because I've got the graphics turned down slightly, but we can't see over to the other side. Excuse me. So I'm going to try putting some leaves on now, and we can just undo them. Now I've saved a command for Voxel Sniper, which will instantly create leaves for me. So let me just grab that really quick. Here we are. Oops. I don't know what I hit with that. Let's undo that. Yeah, I cheated. This was very quick to make using this rock brush. Let me show you what brush I've been using. So this just creates kind of roughly spherical shapes, which makes making a tree actually really, really easy. And I'm hoping, did it again. I'm hoping now that I've got this brush equipped that I can easily create leaves too. Oh. What? How strange. What is this? What has this done? I was doing a blend brush. A blend ball. That's not what I had in mind. So... Oh, I copied the command, but I didn't... Did I not paste it? Oh, I didn't paste it in, that's why. Oops. There we go. Hello! Yes, so we have... it's World Edit, and it's also... Voxel Sniper. So here's what I've got in the way of tree growth creator, and it seems to work pretty freaking effectively, actually. Now, I'm foreseeing a problem in that it's only growing upwards, so maybe we can adjust that. Let me just real quick do BGT info, and we can set the height maybe. Starting height, yes. So starting height, SH0. Maybe we can set it to like minus. Can we do minus numbers? And we can do -5. And then maybe it will start growing. Yes. That's cool. Yeah, it does look like poo, let's be honest. So, my hobbies, I have a bunch of cliche hobbies. I like traveling, I like to draw, I play video games, no surprises there. I like yoga, meditation. Sometimes I do software projects, not very often. I recently started writing a game for the phone, but this technique actually is going to work well, but I mean this is going to be a little bit tricky to get it perfect. Sorry. Yeah, those are probably my main things that I like to do. So I'm going to pop over back to my... Oops. I'm actually going to undo, like... I'm going to take all of the leaves off again because we've noticed that there's a big problem here. I.e. the branches are nowhere near long enough. So I'm just going to see if I can find my rock brush again. Oh, it's a size 3, it should be small. So what I'm going to do is kind of extend up the trunk a bit here, and I'm also going to use my blend ball to kind of smooth things out a bit, so that we can hopefully end up with a smoother result. Smoother trunks, that is, because these trunks, they look cool, but they're a bit too chunky. Not chunky, rough, I suppose, is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, so a few more branches in here, I think, is what we kind of need. I'm just going to go and check, have a look from this side. So we're going to end up with kind of a green canopy all the way around here. That's the intention. We want to build this branch up as well. So I'm going to do that one. I actually have some drawing videos on my channel. You can see that I'm a novice, really. But I think it demonstrates anyone can really have some success with drawing if they, you know, turn their hand to it and have a go. Because I've not really any real skill, but I produce some kind of cool stuff. And I think that'll do, maybe. So I'm going to take the blend ball now. So this is going to wreck all the bark, but it's okay, we can just repair it. Yes, I know the feeling. I burnt my... I would show you, but it's probably no good. I burnt my tongue yesterday. It wasn't actually on a tea, it was on a hot coffee, but I think coffee is even worse, because it smells real good. Tea smells good, but I'm using the wrong freaking tool here. Here we go. Yes. Okay. This is going to work, I think. So I'm going to put the bark back to how it was after I'm finished with this blending. I think I need a smaller brush maybe, because it's going to do damage. I don't want to overblend because it causes damage to the build in that it takes material off, and you don't always want to take material off, or rather it takes detail off, which is what I should say. The material is fine, it's taking the detail away that's a problem. And we start to have some real cool effects now. I've actually developed asbestos mouth, as I like to call it. For drinking tea, I can drink tea way before normal mortals can. I don't know, apparently it's crazy, I guess. Yeah, I've got good technique. If you slurp the tea just right, then you kind of cool it with air as you put it in your mouth, then it cools it down a bit. Alrighty, I'm going to replace this with bark blocks, although maybe I want to make it kind of big and mossy boy, so maybe I can put some, maybe I can make it out of concrete, or, okay, I have to be careful down here because the blend ball will interact strangely with the ground, so I'm going to use a road brush instead. Whoa, that's totally wrong. Smooth. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to use a smooth brush. It's not as good as the blend ball brush. I don't really know why. I don't know the exact science of how the blend ball brush works, but it does retain more detail than the smooth brush does. So it is preferred when possible, but sometimes it's not possible. And yes, that's an interesting predicament. At least they're easy to store, I suppose. Yes, so now we have... This looks a lot better. I'm just gonna add a little bit. I think we're gonna need a lift brush actually. Let's take a lift brush. Now the lift brush can be used for pulling and pushing regions of the build, which is super useful, very frequently actually. So like I can... Oops, that's the wrong one. I can't see anything at the moment. It's no good. I'm actually gonna swap us over to... I'll put the render distance up. But I'm going to turn the shaders off just so that I can see what's going on. Take just a moment. Go. And we will, you guys will be able to catch a glimpse of what's going on in the background if you are so interested. Alright, and what I'm going to try and do here is to take these lines that are coming out of the tree here, out of the branches, and to try and blend them in, because as we all know, a tree's not made of just bulges and then branches coming out. The branches kind of meld into the rest of the tree. So, like here for example, we've got this kind of armpit thing going on, and trees don't have armpits in that way. So I'm just going to try and blend this guy in and bring it down, and it's cool to do the same for the roots too. You can quote me on that, by the way. Trees don't have armpits. This one and other statements. So, what is going on here? It's being very slow. I wonder if it's probably because I'm loading. You can see how far we're loading over there. So, any luck, we'll be able to get this kind of done, and we can swap back onto the shaders. And a little bit of pushing here and there. So I can use this brush also to push if I use the powder version. And so particularly I think it's worthwhile to target areas where it's actually this, for example. Let's bring this up here. Kind of join these two bulges. We've got this bulge along the trunk. We have this branch here, so this I think means the branch is going kind of that way, which means we can probably undermine a little bit here actually. Bring this through here, and then we can push in a little bit here, and yes, cool, and we can bring a little bit out here, so we can see this is a bit weak looking. Let's extend that a little. Cool. I'm going to use a lift over here. So I can also use lift to kind of grow these branches a bit more. I've got to be a bit careful because they will kind of swell in all directions, which isn't always, it's usually not what you want, like that, for example. Let's not do that, in fact. Yes, okay. So let's see if we can maybe do something with concrete. stone. Oh, the Minecraft music is lovely, isn't it? That's you know, this is horrible actually. C418 was never paid for Minecraft. I don't know if he's paid now. Maybe Microsoft started paying him, but oh, Yuri, hello. It's been a long while, has it not? I was just saying earlier that I'd given you up for Lost. How are you doing today, friend? It's been a while. Have you been busy or found someone more fun to hang out with, or it has been a while. Alrighty, I'm gonna have a little push here. Try and and just gonna keep nibbling away at this route here because I think it's too big. And I think I want to continue this route actually. It's kind of weird that this just stops. So let's go for a... Let's see if I can find my rock brush again. And we'll go for a 2.5, which you can do in World Edit, MC Edit. That's World Edit, isn't it? The weird thing that you can do half blocks, but it makes sense because these are not strictly block-based brushes, a lot of them. It's a length rather than a block. How have you been, Yuri? Have you been busy or? These roots are huge, actually, aren't they? Maybe they're too big. Or maybe they should be chunkier at the beginning. Maybe that's the problem here. Let's try making them a bit chunkier at the start. Yeah, I think that might be part of the issue here. We've got this kind of no real chunk at the start, which they should be for these guys. That's funny because I'm not at college, so oh, where did you go to? Hello, Deadpool. Fair enough. Did you go somewhere exciting, or? Take the edge off there. I think I may have made this whole thing worse, but I guess not. What a shame. So I'm going to go for a blend ball again. I know I didn't want to use it down here because I was afraid, but life's too short to be afraid. So just going to use this down here and just try and blend a few of these roots in. Ah, no. No, no. I am not Carl. I picked up an English accent real quick, huh? So I'm nearly this route here. Oh well, we'll deal with the roots later. They're kind of separate anyway. So afraid not, friend. Ah, Carl must be a lucky man. But yeah, this guy's Carl. And there we go. I'm doing just fine. How are you doing, Drew? Still kind of awkward shape, but we can. There's nothing stopping us coming back to do more work down here. What will be difficult is work on the top. But let's go now for this one. And I'm going to try and make kind of an interesting sort of canopy here. With I don't want to have just a big ball on top. Is it early or late over there, or middle of the day? Time for sleep, I guess, anyway. Alrighty. Have a good day, Sophia. I'm not Carl though. Just so you know. Yeah, it is. It's 8:50 AM, which is kind of weird if Carl just moved to the UK. Something doesn't match up. Oh goodness, 4 AM. That's bedtime, mate. That's long past bedtime. Twitch chat is always a riot. It's funny actually, the distinct this kind of distinct character that each chat channel has. Uh-oh, here we go. Time for some Twitch on YouTube combat right now. Mixer's the real funny one actually, because it's it has a real variety of people on it. Some really nice people, and some real real douchebags. So, oh, is that what the base of these looks like? No, apparently not. Just that one, apparently. Let's bring this one down a little, maybe. It's a shame. Well, maybe you can still check us out anyway. You don't have to be live. I mean, I know it's nice to be live, but Elbrus. Where's Elbrus? Is that part of Russia? Alright, good luck guys on that fight. If one of you's in Europe and the other one is in actually no, there's a bigger problem here. One of you's on Twitch and the other is on YouTube, so chances of fighting are slim, guys. Alrighty, bye bye. Still struggling with trees, apparently. Even when I pump them up to this gigantic scale, I still can't get them right, which is a shame. You getting on a plane? going to be going to be real. Well, I guess they do say revenge is a dish best served cold, and I think it will be extremely cold by the time you arrive. So I'm trying to make this look kind of more leafy, branchy. Oops. So I'm just sort of chonking out the branches in various places. Hello, South. South. T-South 99. Hello. Nice. That sounds good. I imagine it must be kind of beautiful, right? Mountains always are. I'm basing that on nothing but the fact that you said mountains, to be honest. Keep kind of bumping out a bit. Oh, hello, Tyler. I guess you can fight now. So let's just kind of bring these branches in a bit in places where they're not presently. I think it needs to come down more. And also I need to kind of build some onto that branch over there. So let's do that. Oh, I've already done that. I think this is kind of what branches look like, right? I don't really know. That's part of the problem here. I don't really know what branches look like, apparently. What trees look like. This is getting silly now. Oh, it sounds awesome. Hey, look. I don't have to go to the mountains to do that. Here we are. Wow, look at those. Look at those clouds. I'm glad somebody has faith, because I don't get what I'm doing wrong a lot of the time with trees. Like, something's definitely wrong, but I don't know for the life of me what it is. Never can tell. Like, I think part of it maybe is that I'm trying to be too regular with the leaves, or maybe I'm not trying to be too irregular. I'm thinking I might try a blend ball on this thing and see what happens. I don't think I'm going to make it much larger. I think I'm just going to... This is about as big as it's going to be. I think I'm just going to try maintain the height. Not maintain the height. What am I saying? Flesh out the foliage, I suppose. This brush is super powerful. It's awesome. And let's build up a little more. Oh yeah, this is a huge tree. Alright, I'm going to change the height here. So it should be growing upwards now. Rather than kind of randomly. My goodness. It's going to be a mess by the time I'm done here, I think. Here, maybe. Yes, this is a big tree. It's the biggest tree that I've built for sure so far. Maybe I can get some more kind of branches sort of down, particularly maybe on the back side. Heyo. I need to be... Whoa, what did I hit with that? Don't want to do that. Alright, let me see what I've got. Oh, yeah, I mean, that actually looks pretty cool, to be fair. Let's get the shaders back on. So, ooh, oh, no, that was wrong. Ooh. Let's see what's going to happen now. Here we go. Ho 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 ho. Pretty. Still a bit, I think we're still lacking some leaves in some places, so I'm just gonna kind of fly around and try to spot places where I think leaves should go. Yeah, it's this was super fast. I mean, arguably I could leave it as it is. I'm not going to. I'm gonna have a go, but yeah, like this is phenomenally quick. I don't want to say it's the fastest tree of this size built in Minecraft ever, but it's actually some people have probably got freaking good at this, but it's certainly the fastest tree of this size built by me ever. It's also the only tree of this size built by me ever, so there's that. Yeah, actually this looks pretty cool. So I do need to change the bark, and I do want to have a go with the blend ball. So let's have a go with the blend ball and see what happens. In fact, should I just? No, I shouldn't be greedy. I was thinking, should I just do a great big wallop of a blend ball? I think I might target more or less at random with a blend ball, actually, just to create some kind of different textures. I'm going to obviously replace the leaves with the right leaves again. I'm concerned that these leaves will rot, in fact, so I definitely need to get the right leaves, because if they rot, it's going to be bad. But to the ad. I don't know, what is Sugandi's? Yes, I live in Brexit, that's where I live. Oh, are you asking if my name is whatever? Ha 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 ha. Very funny. So I'm gonna keep blend balling. Basically, just gonna target anywhere that looks a little bit weird, and like, you know, like this, for example. Screw that. And there we go. Nice. We need some more down here, maybe. And through here. We see what's going on over here. Yeah, he got me. He got me. I've been punked. Wait. I think I actually need to do quite a lot of blend ball on here, because these this brush created quite spherical shapes, and I don't really want those spheroids. If I can help it. I don't want them everywhere anyway. I think it looks a bit clunky. Oh goodness, Brexit. I don't want to start talking about Brexit, actually, because it's getting me mad, basically. Suffice to say, I voted no. I voted Remain. And here. Alrighty, I think we're getting there now. I think we're at a stage where we can start to replace the blocks. I'm thinking I could put some glowstone in here, like maybe that'd be cool. Yeah, well, it's a little bit more thumpy. There's a bit of a beat is what I'm looking for. This is Approaching Nirvana, and it's famous, mostly, I think, made famous through Minecraft videos, actually. Captain Sparkles, I know, did some videos with it, and previous to that was Fire UK. Oh yeah, it looks good. It's looking better than I was kind of expecting, to be fair, which is nice. Always nice when it happens. I'm kind of tempted to actually leave the leaves so that we have kind of different colours. But maybe I can do that more carefully instead. Than just at the moment where we've just kind of got this haphazard blend ball damage to it. I'm gonna go for a replacement of the Captain Sparkle seems like a nice guy. I don't know. Actually, let me preface that with I haven't heard about any scandals about him yet, and it seems like everybody on YouTube is apparently evil and horrible, or at least that's what the internet, it's what the mainstream media and various other people would have you believe, because it seems like almost everybody, almost weekly, we have a new scandal, a new YouTube drama. So, assuming Captain Sparkles has not been embroiled in that, I do not promote that kind of stuff. I'm assuming he hasn't, but assuming he has not, then I think he's a real nice guy. Yeah. Seems like a cool dude. Okay, I'm gonna go and replace now the leaves with the ones I need. Maybe I should leave it. It kind of looks cool already. Is it dying? I wouldn't have thought it would be dying. Is he just making Minecraft? Oh. Hi, Rob. Maybe that's it, Rob. But I mean, I feel like I'm speaking the truth when I say that, you know, so many people that are, you know, popular turn out to be absolute just horrible pieces of work. To be fair, it's not even limited to YouTube. I mean, celebrities do this kind of stuff all the time as well, get embroiled in these kind of scandals. I'm actually getting leaf lag, so I'm going to turn the graphics off fancy, because otherwise the leaves are just going to lag my computer to death. Oh yes, the Reddit reaction videos. I actually had an idea about doing that, but it's quite unoriginal. The only reason I wanted to do that was because I was like, this would be easy to make. Oh, this is beautiful in here with the shaders. Can't see much down there. Okay. So I'm going to replace the leaves because there's too many now. Too many that are not the right colour. But I think I'm going to go for a combination effect, maybe. Oh, actually, let's go over here. Make sure I get the whole area. I'm going to do replace leaf 7, I think it is. Pause 2, replace leaf. Oh wait, well, it's 18.7. And that will just put all of our blocks back. And in fact, I'm going to drop to the bottom here, and we're going to... Sorry, excuse me. I'm just going to do a pause 2 here. I'm going to replace 17 with 17, 15, I think it was. And there we go. Oh, I've also done that for some other trees, but that's fine. Basically, you never want not bark block anyway, so... Oh, wow. That was pretty easy. That looks great. Nice. So I wanted to do some kind of mossy effect, actually. So let's have a go. We'll do this by hand. So, see here, I want to do a sphere, and I'm going to build up a collection of blocks that I want to be able to place here. So I'm going to do 18, 15, and I also need to get some... Hello! I'm actually going to move back just so you guys can look at this while I do it. Oh, actually, you won't be able to see it anyway. So I'm going to choose some blocks. I want some green. So going to maybe green terracotta and maybe... Oh, it was green terracotta actually. So that's 15913 and maybe concrete powder. Green concrete powder 25213, 15913 and 25213. 25213. And if I do now mask 18. Right, now if I go along here, actually I need to make this a bit smaller. If I go along here, oh, well that's not going to work because it's 17. So let's just correct that real quick. So put the mask on 17 and then, oh, beautiful. I think it's too much then. Let's undo it. Okay, so we want to change up the quantities here. Let's make this one 50% this, 25% this, and 25% of this. Oh, hello, friend. I will see you tomorrow. Yuri, this is Send Nude's new name. He renamed himself. Maybe I'm overdoing this. Maybe not though. Oh, I don't know. I think it could be look cool. Actually, it could be really cool to have kind of vines, like macroscopic vines. Oh my goodness, yes! Ha ha ha! That's going to be cool. We'll finish up with some like big hanging vines. I think that could be beautiful. I'm just going to kind of put a few more of these on around the place. Clusters of kind of growth. Alright, so I think his name is Doma, so I call him Doma. So let's have a go. No, his name is his name used to be Send Nudes. No mistake there, friend. So I'm going to grab, let's see if I can do this here. I'm going to get in here somewhere. Here, say. I'm going to do a B, R, Catenary. Get some instructions. So I'm going to do 15913. That'll do for now. Excuse me. Length factor. Let's do like really long length factor. How about 2? No, we'll do 1.2. We'll try it. Size of 0. Size of, let's go for 2. It's a huge vine here. That's what we call him in these parts. Okay, so that just looks like a huge snake now. So maybe not that one. Maybe 0 is long enough. But let's try 1.4. Let's go through here, through to here. Ah, yeah, how about that? Nice. Alrighty, so what we can also do is kind of have this same vine. Let's have it hanging down here. So let's imagine that it goes over and that it hangs down. Yes. Cool, cool. I do need to put some leaves and stuff on it, but whatever, that'll be a job for a later date. We can have some more vines. Oh, I could have one. Let's do kind of an ambitious one here. Let's do one that's hanging over another vine. That's cool, right? Oh, I want to go from the top upwards, I think, because of, I don't know how this brush works. You might know this, Rob. Do you know what a catenary is? This brush is described as a catenary brush, but I don't know what that means. It seems to be a hanging, some kind of, basically a hanging kind of parabolic shape. Oh, that's cool. Having one hanging over the other. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I will want to get some leaves on there as well, I think, on the vines. So I'm going to see if I can... Oh. Catena means chain. I knew you were useful. Rob. Oh, really? Oh. I did not know that. You learn something new every day. So I need to bring this vine all the way down, realistically. I can't really just have vines up here without any explanation, so let's kind of... Oh, this is so... Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Let's have the vine cross through there, in fact, because otherwise... What is even the point in this? Nice. Fair enough. I guess you've solved our chain puzzle. Yeah, I guess that's. I mean, I guess that's what it was for. I was thinking. I imagined it was for kind of like streamers and stuff, like streamers in like fairground was kind of what I imagined when I first saw it. But it might even be actually, yeah, for specifically. This nice. In fact, thinking about it, you're probably right that this was probably what it was designed for. This kind of a vine thing. Can't really think of many other uses for it in Minecraft. Sorry, Vinecraft, as we should probably call it now. Now, I don't know if this is how vines work. I'm basically making vines ropes. Single string ropes. Where did this vine go, even? So it went up there. Oh, I see, okay. So let's just kind of connect it around and follow it all the way around. Yes, here we go. And bring this one kind of all the way around as well. Oh, we could have like a cool... Should we have kind of a hanging curve down here, maybe? Can we do that? Is that going to work? Yeah, actually, let's put another curve in here, another catenary. So from here, oh no, not this one. That doesn't make sense. For some reason, it only works upwards. If you work the other way, it just breaks, basically. we go from here up to here. Yeah, cool. And we can kind of have it rolling off. PR. What's PR? Remind me. I'm not up to speed with some of the stuff that you are. So let's bring it again down to here. So from here to here. Oh, we could have it hang under here as well, actually. I'm just going to try to do this by hand because I don't really know. It'd be a bit tricky to get the catenary brush to work. I want to just kind of hang down under the branch and then kind of climb back up. I don't know if that's really what vines ever do, but we don't have to be fully realistic. So that's going to come out. I don't know where that's going to come out actually. Whoops! I probably shouldn't have done that. Let's bring it. Let's bring it down a little more and across diagonally, kind of, and then up a little. Oh, I really love how the shaders look, but they're also kind of awkward to build with, like in this situation, for example. Alright, I think I can use the catenary from here. So if I go... That's completely wrong though, isn't it? That's non-physical. Physically insensible what's just happened. Can't be that shape. In fact, it's already kind of physically insensible, but it's okay. Let's just have it kind of hanging over the edge here. Who cares? It doesn't need to be super realistic, does it? This is just a super long, completely nonsensical vine that's going nowhere. Oh, getting this lovely kind of glow here. Nice. Oh, how about that? How about they're connected to the same stem? Cool, cool. That looks awesome. Yes. Do we need any more vines, or is that enough vines? Maybe that's enough vines. Put leaves on the vines. What leaf blocks have we got? What dark oak leaves? What do they look like? Yeah, it looks kind of right actually. We've got this kind of beanstalk look. Here's how I'm going to do this actually. So I'm going to do a BR sphere. Sphere. Which block is this? That is 1611, but I don't want 1611, I want 1615 probably. So I want BR sphere 1615. Now this is necessary because 1611 is the default block and 1615 is the placed block, and if you use the default block it will rot away. Oh, I see. That's interesting. So let's do. Oh right, I want. So I want. I don't know. Say 95% air, 5% leaf block, and we'll do a size 2. Wait, no, size 1 sphere. And if we do mask air, now what should happen is, in theory, if I just click all the way along here, we will get randomly placed. Yes, this will work. We'll get randomly placed leaves. Watch it grow. Cool. Oh, yes, it works so well. Alright, let's just follow this all the way around for now. So is it a catenary is a distorted parabola because the weight of the is it something to do with the kind of cumulative weight, because each portion is holding another portion, and so the edges tend to get straightened, stretched straight, whereas the center looks more like a parabola. Is that right? Well, these are the tools are very generic, so if you kind of think about it cleverly, you can use them in all kinds of ways. And I mean, you almost don't need any of the voxel sniper tools. I mean, they're very useful for eroding, but I think for most of the other things, you can do almost everything using just the world edit tools. Let's go down here. And I know you can't see anything happening, but we can see it growing slowly, because it takes a while to catch up. I missed the target there, apparently. Let's get rid of that. And there we go. Grows last few. Oh yeah, fair enough. To be fair, that should be me. I'm the one who should know that. I'm the one who studied the physics. You're computer science, right? Awesome. You know what? I might even put some down here as well on these. I really hope you did definitely study computer science, right? Because that would be pretty bad if you studied physics. And I just forgot that. The danger, Rob, with hanging regular vines off the vines is that they grow forever, which I would like. I would like to have some, like, kind of. I like the idea, but the thing is, it's just going to make. This is just going to turn into a curtain of vines, which looks bad, unfortunately. So I think in principle I like it, but practically it's not unfortunately it's not possible. Like, I could put one here, for example, because it would just grow down to there. In fact, maybe I'll have a little go and I'll put a few around as decoration in places where I can, because I think that looks kind of like a cool effect, actually. But like here, for example, I can't place one. Or maybe that's a good reason to adjust the... How long have I got? I've got a few minutes, so I'm just going to go around and just adjust some of these so that we can get a few more vines on the vines, so that they can grow while you grow. So as long as it's not open underneath, I think it'll be okay to place one. So this area, is that open? It's kind of far, kind of open, but not too far. I don't want it going down to the ground. I think we're okay otherwise. Yeah, I would love to just have the basically a vine block. I don't know if that exists, but yeah, just kind of a vine block, really, real thick. Just this vine effect. Like, imagine this, but just vines on the outside. It's not really vines. Hello, Jerome. Good morning, friend. I hope you're well. Oh wait, it's afternoon. No, evening. Afternoon there, right? Yeah. So I think that should work quite nicely. Yeah, some of these places it will work. Not there. That's a bad place for it. This one is a bad place for it. This one can have it. is not going to get very many, I suspect. And I'm nearly out of time. So I'm just going to try and finish up what I can. Those do not go there. So many vines. Serious vine section. 12:30. Uh-oh, you still got hours to go. So I guess maybe, I think down here we could have some kind of hanging vines a little. And all the way down. And I think that's pretty much us done. Unless there's... Oh, there's the parabola here that I can add perhaps a few to. They're not parabola, they're catenary. Alrighty, good night, friend. I'm probably going to be heading off in just a moment anyway, myself. Let's get some through here, and I think I'm going to call it a day at that. So I'm going to say thanks everyone for watching. We built a tree. The tree looks kind of cool, actually. For 1.5 hours work, I think it works pretty good. Oh gosh. Do hold on. That looks nice. Quick pan around. We can have a quick look at everything in context. See if we can fit everything in one. Maybe. Not quite. Missing the top of a mountain over there. I can zoom it out. No, not that button. Whoa. Whoa. Increase field of vision. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. I mean, it's a gigantic tree. It kind of doesn't fit, actually. It's so big, but whatever. It's okay. We'll live with it. Alright, thanks everybody. I'm gonna have... Bye-bye. Bye. Somewhere here is the quit button.